I'm Ron Lloyd. I'm a former law enforcement officer and a police trainer on field sobriety testing. And I'm going to show you today how you can blow over the legal limit on a roadside police breathalyzer just by having a little scope, Listerine, breath spray type things in your mouth when you get stopped. Now, what this is are 3 roadside breathalyzers that are police law enforcement grade devices. This one on the right is an Intoxilizer SD2. This one on my left is an Alka-Sensor 3, and this one here in the middle is an Alka-Sensor FST. Now, all these devices are designed to do the same thing, and that's detect alcohol in someone's breath on the side of the road. And that's right, I said breath. So what that means is that it doesn't matter if it's residual mouth alcohol, which I'm about to show you what that is, or if it's what your true blood alcohol concentration reading is if you were actually intoxicated. Okay, now there's a difference in the two. Any of these scope, Listerine, these sprays here, what they do is they contain alcohol in them. So I'm going to show you real quick. After I show you that I don't have any alcohol in my system, I'm going to spray some of that in my mouth and just show you how easy it is to blow over the legal limit just by having breath spray in your mouth. Okay, I'm going to test this real quick just to show you, and I'll show the camera what the reading is. And you'll see that I've had no alcohol to drink today. It should be 000s. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is just take a regular scope breath spray. And I'm just going to spray a few squirts in my mouth just like I would if I wanted to freshen my breath. All right, I'm just going to wait about a minute just to let that settle down a little bit so it won't be too strong on the device. Now, a lot of times when you as a citizen, you may have had a very small amount of alcohol, half a beer or half a glass of wine or a glass of wine or a beer. And a lot of times when people get stopped by the law enforcement officer, what they do is, because they don't want the officer to smell the alcohol sometimes, they'll actually take these breath sprays and spray them in their mouth. Okay, even if they're not intoxicated, still sometimes people are fearful that they'll be in trouble just for having alcohol on the breath, period. So they do this sometimes in an attempt to freshen their breath and also conceal the odor of alcohol. Actually, this is one of the worst things that you can do. But what I'm going to show you is that just by spraying that little bit of alcohol that's in these breath fresheners, I'm going to show you that you can blow over the legal limit. Okay? All right, I waited about a minute, so we'll see if the reading comes up. Sometimes it's even too high to read because the alcohol in these things sometimes is so strong. Okay, as you can see, it's a 0.181, more than twice the legal limit, just from spraying my breath with scope breath spray. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to a product on the market called Breathalyzer Equalizer. Now, Breathalyzer Equalizer is a product that is designed to reduce that residual mouth alcohol much faster than just time itself. So what I'm going to do is put this in my mouth and switch it around for about a minute. So there'll be a little bit of silence here, but I'm doing this for the purposes of showing you that I'm trying to reduce that residual mouth alcohol reading. Okay, it's been about 1 minute. Now what I'm gonna do is test myself on this. to show you how much it comes down from that original .181 reading. And I'll take a quick peek at it to see what it is, just so I can tell you, and then I'll show you as well on the video. .021, well below legal limit, which is at .080 grams. So you're well below, opposed to being more than twice the legal limit over the limit, indicating that you would be intoxicated. Now this is just based on just spraying a little bit of scope breath spray in my mouth. And you saw when I started this experiment that I tested 000, so I had no alcohol at all in my system. So just to show you, most people are amazed that this is a problem out there that many people don't have any idea what it's about. This is why my partners and I came together and put together a product called the Breathalyzer Equalizer. All it doesn't do anything to help someone who is truly intoxicated. The only thing it does is improve the accuracy in roadside breath testing for responsible, sober, drinking drivers, to prevent those types of people from being falsely accused of DUI, falsely arrested of DUI, or at the very worst, unnecessarily detained at the side of the road with a police officer 15 to 20 minutes when your life is at danger from getting hit by a car, the police officer's life is at danger from getting hit by a car, and more importantly, if he's wasting time on the side of the road because of a false positive, because of a recent alcoholic beverage, or because of a breath spray, that's keeping him from actually being on the road pursuing the person that is the actual drunk driver that could be out there harming the citizens of your state.